Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing another installment of my December daily flip throughs. This time I'm sharing my album from 2017. I used the crepe paper Fa La La collection for this album and I really love how it turned out. This is the album that truly made me fall in love with doing these December albums. It could be because it was the first one that I did one with my son, or it could be just because it's the first one that I really feel is my style. But whatever the reason, this really started it all. So on the cover here, I just put some pattern paper from the Fa La La collection, a glittery snowflake that I think we got at Michael's, and then some chipboard and buttons that came with the collection. Let's move into the album. So this year, what I decided to do is that I cut out all of my numbers 1 through 25 on my Silhouette Cameo, and I gave each one a different treatment, whether it be with embossing powders or stickles, and then glossy accents. I tried to make each number look a little bit more special. So here the first page I have is a 3x4 up pocket page about a funny story about something that happened to us in Home Depot. Story 2 here is about going on the Christmas ferry to see Santa. And here is our ticket from that. I just reinforced the edge with some washi tape. I used some stickers from the collection to make a little tab, and I just have that attached outside of the page protector here. Story 3 is documenting celebrating my mom and my uncle's birthdays. Story 4 is just about some decorations that we have. I mean, how many of you have started collecting these birds from Target? I know I have way too many of them now. Story 5 is about going to a local tree lighting celebration, and I made a flip up here because I had so many photos. So this just flips up, and my journaling is under there, along with just some stickers from the collection. Story 6 is about a Christmas Cookies with Cookie Monster event we went to at a local play place. Story 7 is a story about something that I wasn't a part of, but was from my husband's perspective, going to a Garth Brooks concert. And in this one, what I used instead of glossy accents, I used the crackle accents, so it has a crackled look to it over the glitter. Here 8 is just a picture of the outside of our home and the decorations, the lights and everything. 9 is just about a cookie drive that a friend of mine was hosting at work, and that I was making tons and tons of cookies for this cookie drive because they were raising money for hospice, and Aiden was my little taste tester. 10 is about Aiden's advent calendar for the year. Here I took some little tags from the collection and added some twine onto them. 11, so this is outside of the page protector. This is our Christmas card for this year. I just made the numbers and I glued them on, and I didn't really do anything. There's not really a story to tell here. It's just our Christmas card for the year. And I usually like to include this on a day when I don't really have anything to journal about. It's always great to include what your Christmas card was that year. Here's 12, and this is the picture of the tree. So I did a 6x8 spread for that. 13 is about new ornaments that we got for this year. So we actually, you can see we had a lot of ornaments that we got for this year. And we had so many that even with a collage, I couldn't fit all of the ornaments that I wanted and my journaling. So what I did was I made a little tag with my journaling on it, and I just attached it with some gold thread that I have, and it's outside of the page protector, and it just sits here in between the two pages of the album. Here's 14. This is a simple one, just showing this little tree advent calendar. 15 is about my excitement that Joanna and Chip Gaines had collections at Target. So, I mean, now we see that it's in Target all the time, but back then this was like the very first time that I saw their stuff in Target. Here is number 16. This was a day going to Sesame Place for their Christmas celebration. 17 is our yearly trek out to see the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. And once again, I kept the ticket for it, and I just did the same thing that I did with the other ticket. I reinforced the edge with this glitter washi tape, and I actually adhered the ticket to some pattern paper to give it more stability because it was a little crumpled from probably being shoved in my pocket while I was at the concert. And then I put these Merry Christmas labels just as a tab to help turn the ticket stub. Another thing I like to include sometimes is the wrapping paper that I used for that year. Especially if I don't have a lot of stories to tell, I like to include just these little snippets of life, because sometimes I say, oh yeah, I remember the year that I had the sloth wrapping paper, or, you know, that was really cute, or that was the year I bought that wrapping paper and it ended up getting glitter all over the place, or whatever the story might be. It's the little things of life that I like to include. So here's story 19, and this was about my baking, and that I actually took a slow approach this year where I didn't try to cram all of my cookie baking in one weekend, and I really was doing it over several days. And my brother and I had a little online rivalry going on where we were taking pictures of different things that we made, and we were trash talking a little bit, so I had to record that. Story 20 is about going to see the Christmas lights at a local zoo. 21 is about my son's little Christmas show at his daycare, and how he was constantly singing Jingle Bells, so we thought for sure that Jingle Bells was going to be the song that they sang in the show, and then it was totally a different song, so I guess he just really enjoyed singing Jingle Bells that year. 22 is decorating the gingerbread house for the first time with Aiden. 23 is about going on a movie date with another couple to see Star Wars The Last Jedi, and I still have my movie ticket in here, although it already looks like it's starting to get a little yucky from age. 24, this is something that I started this year in 2017. Now, I haven't made my 2015 or 2016 albums, which my little guy and this little guy were both born in 2015. But starting in 2017 and every December daily or documented after that, I've always had a picture included of all the kids in the family, whether they're in their Christmas jammies together or in their Christmas clothes. I always like to include this as my Christmas Eve or my story number 24 about the little ones. It just makes me happy. So when I go back to do 2015 and 2016, which I hopefully will get caught up on all of my years, I'm going to look for a photo that includes all of the kiddos, because I just think they're so cute when they're so little. And then 25 is Christmas morning in our matching family pajamas. So it was fun. And I also have a funny story about how, my son was a little bit scared of Santa. So the story talks about how Frosty the Snowman delivered our Christmas gifts that year instead of Santa. And then I just have this covered up because I don't want to show the faces or any information. But I include some of my favorite Christmas cards that I received during the year. It's usually ones that have pictures of kids that I just like to hang on to because, they all grow up so fast. And I include them in the back of my album. So that is my 2017 December documented album. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, I'd really love it if you gave me a like and a subscribe. And if you do subscribe, make sure you hit the bell notification so you're notified of when I upload the rest of my December daily walkthroughs. Thanks for watching. Bye.